The Leslie Vasquez interview, part 1 of 2. Hi Artlings! Just like I promised you, I've got an interview with someone special. So come see who we'll talk about the muse with today. This is Creative Magic. I'm Melanie Gruby, and around here we're all about all things art, that deep part of us that wants to sing out. So step into the Magic Circle Studios, home of the all-powerful muse, and now you're home. And we have a great guest with us here today, Ms. Leslie Vasquez. Leslie creates in a variety of media. She practices the fine arts in oil painting, face and body painting, performance art, and theater set design. Yes, you've done a ton of things. So tell me more about those.
I started doing art for my kids. I felt they didn't have enough art in schools, and when I started doing art, I fell in love with doing it. And before I knew it, within a year of painting a few paintings, I was asked to teach it in the community.
Yes. Oh, that's fantastic. And it seems like you were meant to do this because as you started doing it, work kept coming.
Yes.
And it was just like the road was open for you, the muse was calling.
Yes, it snowballed for me. And it worked in other areas too. Not just sales and that sort of thing, and money, which is great. But I also found a spiritual place in it, and I've also found a healing place where I can heal from different things that I'm going through or struggles I'm having in life. Doing art helps me with all of that, and so it's really opened up this whole new world to me, and so I'm able to bring that to the kids that I teach and the adults that I teach.
And by the way, this is my sister. So she was kind enough to come and do this with me, so thank you. But let's take a little bit of, take a look at some of her work, more recent stuff, and maybe you can tell us a little bit as we look at it, okay? Sure. Okay.
I started out doing landscapes and mountain scenes, and some of the actual local artists started calling me Queen of the Mountains. And I was very honored by that because I felt they were the real artists. But yes, I sometimes am requested to do different shows. Up in my neck of the woods, I live in the Sierra Mountains, it's the gold country where the miners were. And we have a lot of different things like car shows and different festivals and things to celebrate both the old days and the new. And this was for a car show that I was face painting at, and they had these great old-fashioned cars all up and down the streets, and it's the old mining town of Jackson.
Here I see.
Yeah, these are photographs of oil paintings that I've done. For the one on the left, the horses, the head's shaped like a heart, and it was a Valentine theme. I used to work on a cutting horse ranch in Nevada, and I love the Old West, and so I was trying to get that Old West feel in the background, and with like Charles Russell used to have the kind of look to it, and so I was kind of going for that in the background, the scenery. And the horse just was a horse that I have in my memory that I used to work with on one of the horse ranches, and this one it was an Arabian horse ranch actually. So that is the horse from my memory.
Wow.
Neptune's horses. My daughter was reading a book about the gods, and she likes Percy Jackson and all those books. And so she told me this story about Neptune's horses and the woman he was in love with. He was trying to create something to attract this woman, and he started coming up with all these different mistakes, rhinoceros, an elephant, and others. And when he came upon the horse, that was the most beautiful, exquisite creature in the world, and he presented it to her, but he was no longer in love with her.
Oh.
And she never really was in love with him anyways, so he didn't end up with the woman.
Oh.
But